Greetings, Junior Dread.
Yeah,
Officially, I want to thank you for taking the time to do this interview for Reggae Vibes. Give thanks.
yeah, man. Greetings. It's a joy to be here because I appreciate the work you guys have put on, and it's an honor to be here
Thank
and
you, sir.
connect.
Thank you so
Genuine.
much. And now, first, how are you feeling about performing at the first ever Word Sound Power Festival here in Minneapolis? How do you feel about this?
Well, I feel great, and thankful because we are working with music for a long time and see it manifest, here in Minnesota. Word Sound Power, it's strong, the name.
Yeah.
You understand? It's all about that because we're trying to we're using the music and the word, to spread a message that connects people. And you're gonna have every kind of people here, like from local, global. You understand? So it's great to be here, man.
Respect.
joy.
Now, I have to admit, until I heard about this festival from your manager, Scott Stanley, who
Yeah.
also happens to be responsible for producing and basically putting on this entire
True.
IRE festival,
Yeah.
I really had not heard your name before,
Yeah.
except for maybe just in passing.
True.
But then, Scott sent me the official video for your song, Desperation.
Yeah.
I watched and I listened to it closely, and truly I was blown away.
Respect, bro.
My thoughts were, wow, this guy's voice, this guy's flow, this guy's whole stilo is very similar in a lot of respects to Damian Marley, but unique too. What do you think about that comparison of your style with that of Damian Marley?
Well, I think it's just come natural because it's not something that I plan it, because the music is all about sound. You have different range of sound, right? And of course, like Bob Marley, the whole Marley family, it's always inspired me, But it's not something that I plan, I just sing, and from time to time people say, "Yo, Dre, sometimes you sound like this and that," and say, "Okay, it's great," because they are a really good artists and things.
Am I the only person who's ever told you that you sound like Damian Marley, or has anyone else said
No,
that to you too?
no. Some say like Key Money and Julian.
Different
Marleys.
Marleys. Yeah.
But I give thanks because they're wicked, but it's not something that I planned.
Nice.
It just came natural. Yeah.
Now, this song, Desperation, and the official video for it, that everyone later reading this interview will immediately go pull up on YouTube,
Respect.
etc. It's really a powerful, conscious tune, one that I think is made all the more poignant and righteous when people consider how you yourself grew up poor in the slums of Brazil. Would you agree?
Yeah, because music carries a special energy, like the whole concept, word, sound, power. I'm the product of that. Because the place where I grew, it's very violent, and we have to deal with different things, and we got the strength from the music, and people who inspire us. So I'm really thankful to, being an instrument of that, bringing this message, because a lot of people look to me where I come from, and now I'm going places, and I really feel that it's a mission. Even though I'm a real human being and thing, but I really think it's a mission because music connect. So I'm able now to inspire people through the music.
It's something you're called to do?
Yeah,
Nice.
I feel like that.
Now, my understanding from a recent interview you did with, I think his name is Kaylee's for the Emancipate show, is you grew up and still live in a small town, maybe 2.5 hours from São
true.
Paulo in Brazil. Is that true?
Yeah. During the pandemic, the whole world changed in a way where I was living in São Paulo, doing my thing, like tours and everything. Everything was, thank God, going good. But then, COVID came, and then I have to, change where I was to move to a place where I can get nature, be able to connect.
Respect.
So it just came natural, and I give thanks because now I don't want to leave anymore. It's possible, So I tell everybody, you must find a way where you can balance, even if you're on the big city or You know, you have
Yeah.
to balance it. It's good.
Now, is it accurate that you only initially spoke Portuguese, but that you taught yourself English by translating the lyrics of great reggae legends like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh,
Yeah,
and
that's-
Burning Spear? Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's because in Brazil we don't have a proper education. You don't learn English on school, right? And back then when I was a youth, like 14, 15, you know, we listened to the radio. And I always, because my family is like a Christian family, right? So music for me is always about, you know, like, you know,
Togetherness?
yeah, about praising God and
Yeah.
creation and love, you know. So I always look for what they are talking about. So it's okay. I listen to the songs in the radio and I go to. Back then there was no internet, right? You got like some magazines and things.
Yeah.
You know that they have the lyrics. I say, okay, I'm gonna translate this because I want to know what they are talking about. I say, okay, good, pop music, and then just I listen to Bob Marley. I say, yo, let me check this man. Back then, the MTV was
Yeah.
starting in Brazil on 90s,
Wow.
late 90s.
Yeah.
And then I just see this guy, you know, talking about revolution, you know, and one love, and it just blows my mind. And back then, you know, when you're a teenager, you kind of rebel,
Yeah.
right, for against the system, the whole situation.
Yeah.
And it gave me a lot of positive energy. Sometimes I feel bad, like, and some people say, "Yo, Jet, go do this and that." I said, "Virgin, I don't feel like so."
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
it elevates you, and so yeah.
Give you a good perspective.
Yeah, and then I just start to get in the. We have this shop
Yeah.
where they have all the albums, like, you know, the LPs.
Yeah.
And back then they used to have the lyrics,
Ah.
like people from Bob Marley, of course, but Steel Pulse, Aswad, many of them got
Yeah.
the lyrics. So I start to and
Translate.
and that's the beautiful thing about reggae music, because it's simple, because it's for everybody, you know, from the little baby.
Accessible.
That's
Yeah.
it. We keep it simple, the message, and so
Yeah.
it's great. And it's just come natural.
Respect. I was simply amazed to hear this, that you learned English this way. And then immediately I was drawn to your music when you said, quote, this, I think you said this in the interview with Kelly's, you said, quote, reggae music came and saved me from the ghetto.
Yeah.
And you discussed this a bit on that Emancipate show. Folks can find this online. But can you elaborate a bit and explain, how did reggae save you from the ghetto?
Yeah, because I was born in the north part of Brazil,
Yeah.
São Paulo, and it's a very rough life because there you don't have no proper support from the government, right? So growing up, you know, you don't have the access to have some basic thing, you know, like food and clothes, and you know,
Yeah.
it's always a struggle. But same way, I got like my father, like I said, is a Christian, you know, so he found scholarship on a good like school, right?
Yeah.
So I have to just travel from where my neighborhood to this rich part, right? And back then I have to deal with different kind of things, you know, because you always think, yo, rich people bad or this and that, but I just find out that it's just humans, you know, and you can, no matter where you come from,
Yeah.
you know, of course you have, you know, you'll have things like that, but I think we don't have to put people on our
In a box.
in a box, exactly. So you know, I use that for inspire me. So yeah, man, we don't have nothing different, you know. It's all about how your mindset, and it really changed. And when I get back to the ghetto, it's like I was talking with my veterans there. It's a different kind of mindset, you know. Some of them just need something, take it.
Yeah.
You understand? And I'm like, no, bro, cool down, you know. Help each other. Come, if I
Simmer
have,
down.
Yeah, simmer down. If I have food, yeah, man, just come eat, man, chill, and you know,
Yeah.
and everything pass, just step by step. Yeah.
You said on that Emancipate show that Desperation, the song, is about the desperation we have to face when we're dealing with the system. And
Yeah.
I really dug that when you said that, and it reminded me, the song and also what you said, it reminded me of the Mighty Diamonds' very sorrowful classic, Ghetto Living. I don't know if you're familiar with that song, Ghetto
I love
Living,
it.
in which a key refrain in that song is, quote, tired of the ghetto living. And this is on par, I think, with the message in your song Desperation. Do you agree that there's some similarities there between the messages?
Yeah, yeah, of course, because this is like, Jamaica, it's a country that, just like Brazil, have a lot of problems with to the basic things, and that's the thing. The ghetto, I love the place where I born, right? But I still have to, deal with some
problems there.
Yeah, all the problems. So, and we have a lot of talent people, that come from the ghetto, and I think everybody can access, like the changing. The whole thing is like a mindset. It takes time. It takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But it's possible. So
Now-
I really think it's connected.
Now you made the song Desperation and the official video with Evidence Music,
True.
which really does quality work out of Geneva, Switzerland every time.
Yeah.
And they work with many of the artists I've interviewed. But let me ask you too to just say, so people know, who is Little Lion Sound? What is Little Lion Sound?
Yeah,
Who
Evidence.
you made the song with?
Yeah, Evidence Music's like a big crew.
Yeah.
And all of those guys, each one of them have their own project, but they're on the same studio
Label,
and label and thing, So Little Lion Sound's a different project that they got.
They got you together with him.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's it.
Okay.
I did a
Is he a
tour.
DJ?
They produce,
They
they
sound.
DJ, they do everything like video thing. It's like a
Nice.
crew that each one of them do something like.
Can you also speak for a moment? Why did you and Evidence Music decide to film the video for Desperation in that very specific part of San Paulo?
Well, when we come up with the song, this guy from Little Lion, Nico, just say, "Yo, Dred, we need a video for that." And I have an institution. I'm not that I work with an institution, right?
Yeah.
And in Marizias, it's a place near at my home, and they teach surf and different languages, art to the people from the favela, right? And it just seems natural because I'm there almost every time, Each week I give like a day for them,
Yeah.
for me to go there, talk with the youths,
Great.
do some,
Great works.
yeah. And then it just came natural. And they have this event there where I play different artists, and I say, "Yo, let's film here,"
So that was the reason for that.
Yeah.
Now, and I think as you've said, there are a lot, and as your music shows, there are a lot of similarities and much more than there are differences between ghettos all over the world, whether you're in Jamaica or you're in Brazil or wherever.
Yeah.
What I was curious, what I thought was interesting about your song in Desperation, is that it also seems to be true for the corrupt politicians. Because one of the lines that really stuck out to me in your song Desperation is look upon the TV and them oppose like them love we, but
Yeah.
in real life them a try kill we.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was very moved by that lyric. Now, you have another pretty wicked tune and official video that you released again this year again with Evidence Music.
Yeah.
And it's called Wake Up.
True, true.
What is the message of Wake Up, the song Wake Up? If you were describing the song to someone who doesn't know that song, what would you say the message is?
Well, it's like nowadays mankind achieve such a great level of technology, Right now we are able to do so much great things, but on the other side we are acting like animals. You understand? And those who run the world, the people who have,
Power.
money, the power, they benefit from that because they don't want us to know our possibilities.
Wow.
How we can manifest the things that we want in life. And if you don't have the clear vision, you just living your life on day-to-day basis.
True.
Just being like a robot.
True.
So the wake up thing, it's all about just look around. It's like it's inside us. We
Nice.
must listen to our mind and check our environment and how we can achieve the things we want that really matter. It's not about money, Everybody
Nice.
needs comfort. Everybody needs,
Yeah.
security and those type of things. But it's more about your inside and how you can get the best from what you have now.
Nice. Now, at one point in Wake Up, you sing, quote, We know play games because we are Rasta. We know
Yeah.
beg no friends. We have a hold it strong, a man, a rocket. Then a bit later on, in the tune, you sing, musically, physically, we can rule this world naturally, which is just an amazing lyric to me.
Respect.
Did you get into Rastafari strictly from listening to reggae music? And do you consider yourself a Rasta?
Yeah, when I start listening music, reggae music, yeah, as I come from the Christian type of, spirituality.
As also many legendary reggae musicians themselves did, came from a Christian background.
Yeah, that's crazy because it's just a worldwide thing, just came natural, and I find out that we can really be connected to this conscious, this universal conscious, and it's all about balance. So when I say physically, it's because our body must have a proper food and everything we need to be fit,
Balance.
and fit, and spiritually, it's like to access this conscious, you must elevate yourself, and it's all about love.
If somebody asked you, are you a Rasta, would you say yes or no?
Yes, because Rasta, it's all about follow this mind,
Lifestyle.
Nice.
Now, is there a significant population of Rastas in Brazil, or are they small in number?
Well, it's growing, we have people from Jamaica, like from the Bobo hills.
Dreads?
Yeah, we had some Bobo dreads, and we got some 12 tribes, but it's not big like Europe and even Jamaica,
But growing.
it's still growing. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what are some of, I think you've already said this, but I'll still ask you, what are some of the teachings and the messages of Rastafari that most appeal to you?
Well, the love thing, it's like manifest this spirituality in a everyday basis, like everyday life, like through your family, your house, how you eat, how you connect with people, how you speak. It's not something that I want to like just speak. Something that I want live for. The Rasta liberty is great.
It's a complete thing.
Yeah.
Now, have you visited Jamaica yet?
Not yet, because every time I go foreign, it's just for work till now,
Yeah.
So, but I have many friends there, and I think next year we're gonna to Jamaica and do some recordings, and I also.
Junior Dread, how receptive accepting or not accepting was your family when you decided to start pursuing a Rasta lifestyle and this reggae music?
Well, at the beginning they got like, they say, what top about? Why you letting your ear like that, and listen to this type of music? They just smoke marijuana, this. But like I said, the principles of Rasta, it's love and understanding. So when I start to listen to the music, I start to study English, I start learning about history and all those kind of things.
And your family saw that?
Yeah, and so they saw that. And back then I was a rebel. So when I started to listen to reggae, I got pulled, and they said, damn,
it's good for him.
You understand? So right now they're good and they support it, and
Nice.
I'm very thankful.
Respect. Nice. Now, your legal name is Carlos Almeida Jr.
Yeah. Yes,
Why
sir.
did you choose the stage name Junior Dread? How did you end up coming up with that, and what's the significance?
Well, every time, because before I came as a Junior Dread, right? We had a band there called Reggae Style, and we play by the name of the band, right? And we play to
It was called Reggae Style?
Reggae Style, yeah. It used to be like a backing band for different artists from Jamaica,
Brazil.
And then we came up with an album. We made an album together, and we traveled all over Brazil, open as an open act for a band called Tribu de Jah, a very famous band there. And we play with different artists from Jamaica, and I don't really remember which one of them came up with the name. When I just passing through, and they asking, "What's the name, Carlos?" Junior, okay, Junior. No,
They started calling you Junior
Yeah,
Dread.
and I have a big dreadlocks. Back then it's like bongo locks. Yeah,
Wow.
big.
So so somebody decided, they said, Carlos, you
and
should be
then
Junior
after that,
Dread.
everybody's say, okay.
Junior Dread,
Yeah.
that's what it's going to be.
And when I start with a solo carry, everywhere I go, everybody knew me about Junior
Yeah.
Marvin. So.
Now, you have yet another cool single. It's called Revolution to Freedom,
Yeah.
released in 2020. I believe you did that with Subatomic Sound System out of
Sure.
New York City. Now, of course, Subatomic Sound is performing at this festival tonight.
crazy.
Will you be performing that song later together with Subatomic Sound tonight?
Yeah, that's true. And we
Nice.
talk a lot, like for almost 8 years, right? And we did a song through the internet. Then I went to LA. We meet live, and it was great. And now we are here again. It's like that's
Wow.
crazy, bro.
Now, and that actually leads to my next question, which was the song Revolution to Freedom. It features the conga playing of my very good friend, legendary hand drummer, Larry McDonald,
Yeah,
who plays with Subatomic Sound. I already know, unfortunately, I saw them setting up. I know he's not here today.
Yeah.
But did you, it sounds like you did you see and hang out with Larry yourself?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not
Oh,
yet.
no. Okay.
Man, I need, cause he's like a big legend. I love everything he does.
Yeah.
And the man is still there, doing his thing.
Yeah, just a few
Appreciate it.
months ago, shortly after he celebrated his 85th birthday,
Wicked.
he and I hung out
Okay,
at Los
what?
Globos nightclub. He performed with the Scatolites.
Whoa, that's epic.
So yeah, I do hope that you get a chance to meet with him in person. You and Larry will definitely get along.
Yeah.
Now, your first official album, I hope I'm saying this correct,
Okay.
but it's called Seba Viver.
Saba Viver, yeah.
Saba Viver.
Yes.
And it's sung in Portuguese. It's not a reggae album, correct?
Yeah, it's kind of mixed because there's a thing in Brazil. We have a big reggae scene, right?
Mhm.
International, but the reggae from Brazil is different.
Yeah.
You understand? They play it different. And me as an artist, Brazilian artist, I love all kind of things. My main thing is like roots, right?
Yeah.
Roots music. But for the Brazilian people,
Yep.
I choose to find a different kind of song where I can mix different kind of things,
Something that would speak more to them.
yeah,
More
yeah.
personally to them.
That's it. And we brought like Junior Marvin from Bob Marley.
I wanted to, because what really got my attention in a big way when I saw that news about that album, or
Sure did.
looking at that, was that in fact, as you're saying right now, that this album was co-produced by Junior Marvin, the legendary former guitarist for Bob Marley. How were you able to connect to work with Junior Marvin? How did that connection even occur?
Yeah.
Does he come to Brazil a lot? Like, what happened?
Yeah, well, he toured many times there, and we have this veteran. He passed away last year, and he's a Brazilian percussionist called Claudio Pepe.
Wow.
And this guy back then, when I was a youth, I always see him because we used to live on the same neighborhood. He was a
Okay.
big black dreadlocks Rasta.
Yeah.
It's great to see him, and he inspires us.
Wow.
And he went to Jamaica. He toured with the Wailers for 3 years,
Yeah, okay.
playing percussion for the Wailers. And when I came with this album, the guy from the label, URK, the label, just say, yo, Jed, we need to find someone who can, produce the album and thing. I say, yo, as we are doing reggae music, and reggae come from Jamaica, we must have someone from there,
Yeah, give us some credibility.
Yeah, just the support, just to make sure you play it right.
Yeah.
No appropriation thing. It's just
Right.
natural.
Respect.
And he just say, yo, but who we can have it? And I just remember, yo, I know Claudio is like my uncle, And then, some people, the guy from the label say, yo, it would be nice if we got somebody, from Bob Marley, and they say, yo, he's a big friend from Junior Marvin. Let's link up. We just sent a message to him, and he sent a message to Junior, sent some songs, and Junior, yeah, I'm on it.
Wow, that quickly.
Don't talk about money or nothing, you just I'm on it.
Did you
and
get
then we arrange everything. And
Did you get a chance to meet Junior Marvin?
yeah, we did
Yeah.
2 sessions in Brazil. It was like a
Beautiful.
dream because I was look at the stage, and just Junior Marvin plays the guitar, and like, man,
Wow.
that's
That
Jah works in a mystery way, bro.
That's so awesome.
Wicked.
Now, is it right that Saber Viva,
Yes, Saber Viva,
that
yeah.
that translates essentially into learn to live in English.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And last year, you released an album strictly on vinyl, I believe. It's
Yeah.
called Equality,
Equality.
with the Japanese producer Dub Kaz.
True.
And I know in the past you've done some work with DJ Yadkor,
Yeah.
whom I also interviewed earlier this year, about his debut album.
Yeah.
And I know further that you're involved in some projects with Brother Culture
True,
from
true.
the UK,
Yeah.
and that you're doing some recording currently, or you will be soon, I think, with legendary sound engineer and my very good friend, Scientist. Is that true?
Yeah, we did a tune with Scientists, and it sounds great, because the man is wicked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Yadko is a big friend. We brought Yadko to Brazil. I'm
Nice.
friends with Yadko since I think it's 2009 or 2010, even before he played with Proto J.
Yeah.
So,
He's a great artist.
yeah, he's a great friend, and we just connect through the internet, and we did a tour together in Costa Rica
Nice.
2 times. Yadko.
And of course, Scientist, who I mentioned, he's going to be the master sound engineer for this entire
Man, that's epic.
entire
Yeah.
festival.
Yeah.
So, have you seen him yet today? Have you seen him today yet, Scientist?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
big up him.
Okay.
Yeah, at the stage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now, I was curious. Did you also, growing up in the ghetto in Brazil, listening to roots reggae, did you also listen to a lot of dub music made by wizards like Scientist, King Tubby, or was it only later that after you got into the roots reggae, when did you find out? I guess what I'm trying to ask is, when did you find out about this whole thing called dub?
Well,
Or same time? Or,
Yeah, you remember where they got these Bob Marley boxes? Where
Yeah.
they have,
The box set?
Yeah, the box set.
Yeah.
And some of the songs have a dub version.
Yes.
And the dub version was the songs that I most
That you love.
Yeah, because it took me to another dimension, when
Correct.
you put the song and meditate. And I started,
Deconstruct the song and do it.
so
Yeah.
every song that I like with this version have
So
the dub
it was really that
word.
that's interesting. I remember that box set. So it was really that Bob Marley Tough
Yeah.
Dong box set. that
Yeah,
came
so I
out.
go to the shop, say dub. Well, which album have the dub version? And I got the Marcus Garvey album from Burning Spear.
Nice.
It just boom.
Now,
So,
in addition to the musical projects that I just mentioned, and others maybe I didn't know and don't know about, which all the reggae fans should keep an eye out, for the ones that I talked about, and any others that you say today. You also have, I just want to make sure people know about this, you have an official website that your manager Scott shared with me.
Yeah.
And really everyone should go and check out and keep tabs frequently on this website, because I noticed that it's constantly being updated, and I want to mention for the people that the website, I believe, is juniordread.com.br.
yeah, that's it.
And everyone should go check that out.
Respect.
And not only is there a lot of good info on there about you and what you're up to, there's also a lot of free music of yours that people can just go and check out just with a click. They can listen to Junior Dread and find out what you're about. And I highly recommend that they do that. Now, Junior Dread, it's truly been a joy to start to get to know you and your music today through this interview. I'll be keeping tabs on your career, and maybe down the road we can reason once again. So please keep in touch with me. And for now, however, I would like to end today's interview by asking 2 last questions. Okay. First, are there any other musical projects? Like I said, there may be things I don't know that you're involved in, but are there other musical projects that you're involved in that maybe I don't know about that I didn't mention, that you want people to know about?
Well, I'm working on some track with Scientists right now. We have some songs with Evidence Music too for the next year. I'm working on my next album for the Brazilian market, Portuguese, more like Cyber Viver. And we have different things coming on, and I'm heading to Hawaii right now. I'm about to meet different Hawaiian artists, you know, connect. So you never know.
Yeah.
That we're
Now-
there to collaborate. And
Lots of new things can happen.
Yeah.
And then finally, the question I want to ask last is, in these troubled times that we're all living in, and with all the challenges that we're facing together in the world,
Yeah.
what message do you want to impart or leave for all the Junior Dread fans out there? And I'm going to ask you to speak a little
Yeah.
louder because they're raising the music.
Yeah.
Including people just now who are finding out about you and your music and are starting to dig it and are intrigued about your music. What's the message that you want people who are into reggae, into Junior Dread? What do you want them to know about you or your music?
Well, I want everybody to connect with this higher conscious, you know, learning that we are here for a purpose, you know, no matter where you're from, your color, your, you know, economic condition, I don't care, but find a way where you can spread the love. It can be on your family, on your work, and be able to access, you know, this conscience where you can get the best from what you have now, you know, find your mission in life. You can be anything, you know, work with anything with passion. So we connect through music. I hope my music can uplift, you know, everyone who listen to it. And I hope everyone here can connect with this positive, loving, conscious that is surrounding the earth right now.
Thank you so much, Junior Dread. I'm really looking forward to seeing you perform tonight, and I wish you all the success.
Yeah, congrats for this wonderful work. We need it.
Thank you
know?
so much, my friend.
Respect.